When programming percussion for the ContinuuMini, I found that it's nice to have a percussion controller, some kind of pad on hand that will more easily let you get a feel for what's going on. You certainly can play percussively on the ContinuuMini, but it's a little difficult, and having a pad is a lot easier. What I have here is the Keith McMillen BopPad. This is a very low profile device, lightweight, one of the reasons why I like it. It can be divided into 4 different quadrants. Each quadrant can be programmed independently. It's a micro USB device, which frankly is the one detraction of the unit. I've found that this can disconnect every now and then, especially with the cable they provided. I put another cable on here. It seems to be fine now. But other than that, I've had pretty good success with it. And you can play it with sticks if you like, but it's very nice to play with your hands. And it's so light, it's a good pairing for the ContinuuMini, which is also a very portable device. Now what you can do is bring up a utility that comes with it that lets you program by quadrant, and for each quadrant you can set a MIDI channel, you can set what bank or program change you want to send, you could set strike density, sensitivity, gain, a lot of different stuff, and then each quadrant can also be configured with any number of options. You can add CCs, you can add the ability to program aftertouch or channel pressure. What I've done here is program CC74 on the radius. This is Y on the Continuum and ContinuuMini. What the BopPad allows you to do is program CCs from the center on the radius out. So what I can do is create a preset like I've done here. On this one I have a percussion sound in the middle, but on the edge I programmed a little rim shot, and that's nice because I can use Y now, and it gives me pretty good Y range, about as good as I get on the regular Continuum in terms of width. And that obviously will give me a lot more flexibility than the range of Y on the ContinuuMini itself. So from that perspective, it's very nice to have a device like this that lets you take more advantage of the full width of Y. In this preset, I have a barrel that, if I set it at the bottom, gives me more of a bass drum sound. But even that, I can put a little bit of some kind of a different sound on the top of Y, and as I bring my barrel up, I get a more snare-like sound out of the thing. Having a device like this is very nice for testing your percussion programming, especially Y, which again, you don't have that much of a range on the ContinuuMini. And if you want to program on the ContinuuMini, which I like to do because it's so portable, and just transfer that over to the Continuum, having a device like this also is good. So there you have it. You might consider something like this. There are other options in terms of percussion controllers. This is just a controller. There's no samples on it, so it's playing the ContinuuMini. And if I wanted to, I could bring up virtually any other sound and program that as well. There's a toy piano, and you can hear each one of the quadrants. I can program to a different tone. And if I wanted to, I could even put chords on each quadrant, as I said before. Finally, the BopPad comes with a stand that allows you to connect it up to any normal cymbal stand. This can come in really useful, give it a stable mount.